Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Double Dribble under the Money Huddle podcast. My boy Kobe, what's good, bro? Happy New
Yo,
Year.
yo, happy New Year's, man. Hopefully you ain't party too hard last night, man.
Yeah. Hope everybody was safe. Everybody had a safe night.
Nobody
Everybody got
had
have
nobody got
fun.
no motion sickness.
Literally, the motion sickness. Hopefully, no one got arrested. We don't need any of that. Bringing the new
uh,
year with some good stuff. But we are back with another episode. Okay, this is the first episode of the year. We're gonna get right into it. Make sure you guys are well knowledged. Maybe some of y'all are just not getting into the NBA. This is the first time you getting into it this year, and we're here to help you understand what teams are important, what teams are surprising to everyone, and what teams have fallen way far down in the depths. With our power rankings, everybody have our power rankings right now. Let's see. Of course, the best teams in the NBA are very similar to what have been in the past. Okay, so we got the Thunder. They are still one of the best teams in the league this season. The Pistons, that's a surprising one. Okay, on the Eastern Conference side, the Pistons are number one in the entire conference. Very surprising to me. They have a young team. What do you like about this team, this Pistons team? Why are they so good? Why are they shocking the world right now?
right now, I think the Pistons are definitely a very good team, 100% overall. Just like what you said. But they're not basic by any means. They're not basic at all. They have a good core around Kate Cunningham. You know what I'm saying? A good young core around Ben Thompson. So sky's the limit. They also got Jaden Ivey, so a lot of good players. Um, Jalen Duran has really stepped up. He could probably be an All Star next year, maybe. You don't never know. He's a good 10-10 guy. Um, but you really just gotta watch the games, man. These games are close games. The last few couple games they've been losing, but uh, they're number one for a reason. They're number one for a reason. A lot of people they've been hating on them. A lot of people they've been hating. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shut the haters out. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta just play your brand of basketball, and that's what they've been doing after having a rough season last year. So hey, they back at it quick. You know what I'm saying? Kate Cunningham always been one of my favorites. Uh, you know, one of the best number one picks in my eyes. So he always gonna be out there cooking. Maybe next year he be, shooting for an MVP or something like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. He definitely is a guy who has what it takes to really get up there. And honestly, we'll get to the MVP odds, but he is top five in the MVP odds this season. The Knicks are number two in the Eastern Conference, right behind the Pistons. We got the Celtics number three. Are you surprised? I'm not. Go Celtics. The Raptors, surprising me, they're number four in the Eastern Conference, and then the Magic are number five. But the Magic are about to lose that spot possibly to the Sixers because they are back healthy. VJ Edgecombe has returned and he's been lighting people up. He hit a game winner a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Uh, he is a guy that makes me believe that a two guard system, but two elite guards
Yeah.
can successfully fuel a team. Him and Tyrese Maxey, those two guys, you honestly don't really need Embiid.
No, not for real. You really want that dynamic duo back there, man. We've seen it happen so many times. You know what I'm saying, in the history of basketball with dynamic core backcourts. With having two core guards that know how to score the ball and that know how to make their team better, and pretty much have that three level threat. It can be extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous.
Yes.
This is a whole nother level of of dangerous because whenever I was looking at it, I was like, dang, he kind of looks like a Jimmy Butler. He kind of has that type of play style of defensive minded, also get your own bucket and be able to hit that clutch shot. You can put faith in him, and he can get it done, and that's something that he's proven.
Yeah, and this Eastern Conference is going to be crazy. Okay, as it usually is, because they're all around the same type of skill level. Because for fifth place in the Eastern Conference, it's really close. The Sixers are right behind the Magic. The Heat are right behind them with one more loss than the Sixers. The Cavaliers are one more loss behind the Heat. The Bulls are two losses behind all those three teams. So it's very close. Majority of the teams in this Eastern Conference have 16 wins or more. So it's a really close race. But the bottom teams of the Eastern Conference, the Pacers, the Wizards, and the Nets, all have 10 or less wins. So those teams, they're already planning for next year. The Pacers, we kind of understood that because of losing Halliburton. People did not realize how important he was to the team. We did. We knew that it was going to be rough for them, but
But if you look at the drafting and this draft consultation that you're going to get in the Indiana Pacers, if you really know how the draft works and you know that if they have their draft pick, they're going to have a good pick next year. And they'll be able
yeah,
to add to a team with Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam to be able to, and a whole bunch of other really deep, good players. You know what I'm saying? That are able to play with that team. I think that they can definitely get back to where they were. It just all depends on how high they can get in the draft.
as a GM, I would want to tank and just go ahead and lose out. Okay, go ahead and lose out, get that top five pick, get that lottery, and then build on to a team that was a, an NBA championship contender last year. So you're just missing your best guy, and it's that glaring of a situation. So just go ahead and lose out, get you that player that maybe can add on to what Miles Turner may have brought to it last year because you lost him, and then uh, be ready to actually go full throttle next year whenever Tyrese returns. So in the West,
Mhm.
where you love to watch, I think you are a Western Conference guy. Am I right?
I'm an NBA guy. I'm an NBA guy. Overall,
Well,
I think good basketball is good basketball.
yeah, yeah, I agree with you for sure. You are NBA guy, which is why you're on the show because you know a lot about both sides of the NBA, Eastern Conference, Western Conference. I just say that because of the episodes we've had so far. You are a Thunder guy, you are a Spurs guy, you're a Rockets guy.
No,
You,
I think it's just no. No, I mean every team has their bad days, you know what I'm saying? Like that's why I like that the hyping up of the Spurs beating the OKC. Like Spurs, they lost to the Wizards this year, bro.
yeah, that's bad.
So like, bruh, like I don't take anything in regular season in consideration too deep, but I think that good basketball is good basketball overall, and I love watching good basketball. And you know, there is a lot of good basketball being played right now.
And speaking of the basketball, number one in the Western Conference, we're still on our power rankings, still, guys. Uh, Thunder, 29-5. Okay, they are the only they have the least amount of losses in the NBA. Are we surprised? No, they won the championship last year. They have the same team as last year. We cannot be shocked by this type of output from this Thunder team. Uh, Spurs, they are right behind them though. They have 9 losses. They are the only team in the Western Conference that has less than 10 losses, besides the Thunder. and they beat the Thunder three of those 5 times that the Thunder have lost. So they are catching steam. Uh, the Thunder are 6-4 in the last 10. They're on a 3-game win streak. Spurs, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're on a 1-game win streak. They've been losing actually, and they finally beat the Knicks last night to get off of that 3-game losing streak that they were on. I bet on the Spurs last night just because I knew that they were going to have to win that game because they don't want to get on a 4-game losing streak. They'd be sliding down under the Nuggets, under the Rockets. You don't want that. So they won that game. The Nuggets, number 3 in the Western Conference. They're 6-4 in their last 10 games. They're on a 1-game winning streak just because they've been losing. Because Nikola Jokic is out. We'll get to that in a second too, because he's out for a while, and we'll see how this Nuggets team can like actually um, band together during this injury. The Rockets are number 4 in the Western Conference. They're 5-5 in their last 10. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They've been going crazy, bro. They've been beating people up like badly, like demolishing teams. Uh, the Lakers, hey, Lakers are still top 5 in the Western Conference, which is pretty good. So maybe they keep LeBron. Maybe.
Mm.
They finally got off of their losing streak 2 games ago, but then lost their last game. So they are trying to fix things internally before they have to do something like a trade with LeBron. And we'll get to our trade deadline segment because the deadline isn't February 5th. It's February 5th, so it's close. Um, Timberwolves, number 6 in the Western Conference, and the Suns are close behind them. So between the Lakers, Timberwolves, and Suns, it's a close race for the 5th seed. I mean, the fifth in the standings. But what do you like most about this top 5? Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets, Lakers. Do you think there will be a massive change in this top 5 in the next couple of weeks before All Star Week?
Mm, yes, I think that we're going to see a lot of teams either slow down or ramp up um, when it comes to OKC in that top five. So they're either
Hmm.
going to lose games coming in these next couple days, or they're actually going to win games. One of the two. And here's how we're going to be able to tell is rest. How much rest that they're going to be able to get in between games if they're playing back to backs, if they're playing, you know, the Spurs, or if they're playing the Rockets, or if they're playing the Wizards, or if they're playing the Hornets. So it all just depends on rest and who you're playing, where you're playing, of course. Um, so right now we're going to be seeing those top teams who have full lineups ramp up, and you're going to see right now Nikola Jokic is hurt right now, so you're going to see Denver drop. So right
Yeah.
now, it's just all about health. You're going to see key players. If you're able to stay healthy, you'll be able to stay on the court. Your rankings might go up or might go down. It just all depends on health.
Yes, the Western Conference is very interesting, guys. Like any of these top 10 teams in the Western Conference could beat the top 5 of the Eastern Conference, I feel like, because the Western
Yeah,
Conference is so much more talented. There's so much more superstars in the Western Conference um, due to a lot of factors. Obviously, prestige of the team, uh, warm weather of these teams.
yeah,
It's just a better destination spot for a lot of superstars, which is why there's so many good teams in the Western Conference. I feel like
I don't know, man. I don't know if anybody wants to be in Denver.
that's true. I think Denver, well, people, I think Jokic does get a lot of that draws in superstars to go play with him.
Mhm.
They could be someone that might add somebody in the trade deadline too.
Yeah.
They have young guys to trade off that have been doing decent. Do you trade a Brown? out of there for someone. I mean, maybe he's definitely doing things. So he can definitely be traded. Uh, but yeah, the bottom teams in the Western Conference, the Pelicans, the Kings, those two teams don't even have 10 wins. So their seasons are pretty much over. Okay. The Clippers, they're 11 and 21. We'll get to them later. We have a game we're going to bet on them or bet on, not bet on them, but well, we're not doing that game. That game sucks. It's the Clippers versus the Jazz, which is not a good game. Both of them only have 11 and 12 wins. But the Pelicans, the Kings, the Clippers, the Mavericks, the Jazz are bottom six teams in this conference. Do you see any of them climbing up the ranks?
This East or West?
The West, the Blazers, the
I
Jazz,
mean,
the Mavericks, Clippers, Kings, Pelicans.
and the Warriors is what, 8 or 9?
Hey, they're eight. They're climbing. They are on a 2 game win streak. They are 6-4 in the last 10. They're climbing,
I think they're like a center away from like
and they might get one.
being 4 or 5 or three, four, or
Oh, I
five.
I think this could be Curry's last year, and he
Like
just got
he'll retire next year.
well. Didn't he just get the 3 point most 3 pointers made in the history?
Did he?
Yeah, I think he just got that award, most threes, because I saw a video with him and Ray Allen and Reggie Miller all together with their jerseys up. I think he just got that the most threes made in career. I
It's
mean,
bound to happen at some point.
he's the
Yeah.
best 3 point shooter ever, right? As of now. Uh, so yeah, like that's the power rankings, right? So we are looking at those teams. So top five teams in both conferences. I'll go ahead and give a recap on that. In the Western Conference is the Thunder, Spurs, Nuggets, Rockets, Lakers, and Timberwolves. In the Eastern Conference is the Pistons, the Knicks, the Celtics, the Raptors, the Magic, and the Sixers. It's a close race on both of them. If you want to look at the ones right under the six seeds in both conferences, it's pretty close. But trade deadline stuff. Trade deadlines is February 5th. What teams do you think? Any of these top five teams, top six teams need to add someone in order to really like boost their odds to win a championship? Like the Raptors, they're looking really good. Do they need to add someone, or is their team as good as it's going to get?
I mean, every team needs something. It just depends on which teams you want to talk about. Like a lot of the biggest one right now is Anthony Davis, of course. Where is he going to end up? Um, you got talks of Golden State. You got talks of um, you know Atlanta. Which I don't think are which I'm taking Golden State over Atlanta just because I think Steph Curry, if you can get a good, nice little playoff run out of Anthony Davis, you have a chip,
Oh yeah.
So and he's still a 20 and 10 scorer overall. So that's honestly the most key one, the biggest one that everybody's been looking at because he's an on and off superstar. Um, I would definitely take a look at the John Morant and LaMelo Ball, and these are definitely iffy, but they're definitely possibilities. John Morant is a player that has had his time with law, has his time with getting in trouble. So I think he did just drop 40 the other night. I don't know if he's figuring out his situation with the Grizzlies management team, but that is definitely something that either he's going to have to figure out with the management or the management is going to figure out with him and trading him. Um, probably to either, I'm thinking something like maybe even the Celtics. We could maybe go to a Celtics team, which would be really nice if you could hold on to Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, and give them whatever else they want, honestly. And you could put Jaw with Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. You'd have to figure out the spacing and probably get you a stretch big and a stretch four. Um, Somebody like Jared Vanderbilt belt or something like that. Somebody that could shoot a Rui Hachimura. But I think right now there's been a lot of talks of Lamelo Ball too, because he has not done absolutely anything, and they have a up and coming Con Knipple, who is a very good. Um, Very, very good white boy. He's very good, shooting the ball and doing a lot of things at
Yeah,
a high
threes.
level, just like Austin Reeves. So it might be time to move on from Lamelo Ball. Um, a good trade destination that I think Lamelo Ball would go to is maybe even the Toronto Raptors. I think that would be a really good trade
Ooh,
target for them. I
yeah.
think if you could upgrade from Emmanuel quickly to Lamelo Ball, and you could have a good, solid, high scoring starting five. Um, I think
Also,
it's nice.
a very good. If you got Lamelo Ball, you actually have a good passing team. Like
Yeah.
assists would be everywhere because Scotty Barnes is the leading assist maker for this team. So you got your power forward being the lead in spacing and assisting, and you add Lamelo Ball, who's also seven assists a game type guy. You got a ball movement everywhere, and you got Bi who is just going crazy. Like he's unstoppable right now. He's a superstar right now. He's probably an all star this year.
Yeah, yeah, I would say definitely he's probably an all-star. Um,
He's
but
transformed this entire team.
for this year for sure, he's definitely had a upgrade on usage. Another player to look at is definitely Jonathan Kaminga.
Mm.
Um, we're not sure what's going on over there in Golden State. It's not perfect. It's not sunshine and roses. Um, I think at the start of the season, they thought they could try to figure it out and that they could try to build with this team and get Al Horford and everything will be fine. They let Von Looney walk, which happens. He can't shoot the dang ball, so I'm not surprised. All I did was really rebound. But you got Al Horford, he can shoot. He's just old, so now we're trying to probably move away from Kaminga. I don't think the Mavs really like what Golden State has for Anthony Davis, to tell you the truth, because Kaminga is just not enough, and two first rounders probably is not enough. To be honest with you, for
Yeah,
Anthony
he
Davis,
really ain't.
they're gonna have to get a third team to get involved, but more realistically, probably Atlanta, because they have a lot more to offer. They could probably pair the two number one picks together, and uh, you know
True
Cooper
that.
Flag and Zach Reach, if they gave up Anthony Davis and was like, here you go, for some young talent, and they could just have them run the team. Um,
Any of these teams in the bottom four of these conferences try and blow some stuff up? Like, do you the Clippers? They are 11-21. Do they blow it up? They start trading people. Like, what do you think? They have superstars who are long in the tooth, get a little old.
mhm.
Kawhi and Harden. You have these are big contracts too, and your team is 11-21. Like, it's about time to unload these big contracts. What do you think?
Well, on the Clippers end, it's a mess. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. They're probably just gonna ride it out with Kawhi and James Harden, and spending the money because they're in that brand new arena. So if Kawhi drops 50 every season, well, at least once a season, they're fine with it. They're like, we'll keep him. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't see them moving on from Kawhi or really James Harden. I mean, unless they want to move, which will be at some point, so they can ring chase again. But I mean, it is what it is. On the lower half of the team, I would say, oh yeah, most definitely. If you really do look at um, the Wizards, they got C.J. McCollum, Chris Middleton, two young, or not young, but two older players that could help a playoff team um, on the bench. You know, yeah. You also got New Orleans Pelicans who have some assets if they want to get away from Zion or if they want to trade Zion or if that's an option that they want to do because it might be that time.
Yeah, it's definitely that time, especially for him. You've been with that team since you got drafted, and you ain't done nothing for him.
No,
I was the
no.
Pelicans. I'm like, dude, we've had bad, like not even decent seasons. We've had bad seasons since we got you. It's time to get up out of here.
That's crazy. They after they traded Anthony Davis, they got Zion and then they ruined that. So I was like, dang, well,
Literally, have not had a five above 500 season since they got Zion. That's not good, guys. That's not good. They have not had a winning record at the end of the season since they got Zion. So it's time to get him out of there. They also have some young guys to pair with him. You know, Trey Murphy. You know, those guys can go with him.
hey, your boy Drew Holiday, he might get traded here soon. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Drew. Well, you know, Drew.
Drew needs to come
He
home.
Drew can definitely come home if he ever wanted to. He's definitely. Well, I have a jersey. I have his finals jersey in my closet because he was the guy that helped us win that championship for sure. It wasn't Porzingis, it was Drew. Uh, but but the Blazers are 14 and 10, 14 and 20. So the old heads that they acquired in the offseason has helped them out a little bit. Drew has helped that team not be the worst in the Western Conference like they were the last 3 years.
Yeah,
So I feel like they might keep him around, just to help the young players grow and develop. But
yeah.
this Jazz team, they got players that can be blown up. Keontae George, bro, is going crazy. He can go help a team out for sure.
I don't know, but he's still young. I think they want to build around Keontae George, and if they still have their draft pick, then they'll just keep him.
Yeah, I think he is the guy that probably he should be the focal point.
First year All Star, like he's gonna be All Star this year. So
Yeah, they might want to keep him around just to like develop the team around him. But
yeah, anybody young, like eh, anybody who's like an All Star and up, everybody's keeping. They're not trading them.
yeah, maybe Laurie
Miami
Martin.
Heat, Miami Heat. Well, I would look at them too, as in, they might end up wanting to get rid of Bam out of Bayou. I don't
Yeah.
know. See what they can get off for Norman Powell. See what they can get off for Andrew Wiggins because they do have a lot of trade assets over there that they are able to trade to other teams that a lot of teams can use right now.
Oh, for sure. It's gonna be weird to see, but deadline's coming up soon, guys, and we'll have more talk about the NBA trade deadline as we get closer to February because I feel like it's gonna be a fast January when it comes to sports, guys.
Oh
There's a lot
yeah,
going on. Got the NFL playoffs, got the college football playoffs. You got March Madness coming up. Like this is gonna be a very fast 3 months of the first year of the 2026. So, but
can't
Jokic
wait. So I'm excited, man.
Nikola is hurt. He's gone for 4 weeks. What's he got going on?
Yeah, it's just knee injury.
Knee injury. And he's a big dude. Big dudes with knee injuries, about 4 or 5 weeks.
No, for sure. No, for sure. He's not a very injury prone type of player, but I mean, I do see him getting like overexerting himself,
Yeah.
and hurting himself is something that's very common.
Yeah. I think they're going to slide. The Nuggets are going to slide. Not going to win a bunch of games. I'm telling you, this is the X factor in this team.
We're gonna see how good this Nuggets team really is without Nikola Jokic.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're going to definitely have some questions being answered, like who do we need to have on our team to help us in case he gets hurt again in the future?
Oh
Like
yeah.
we add another like DeAndre Jordan was the backup last year. Like that was crazy.
Now they got Jonas Valanciunas though, so
Val is a great big man to have as a backup, so we'll see what he can do. He still has a lot in the tank.
they got a lot of good pickups this offseason. So like I don't think it's gonna be as bad as people think. But I think they will have a decrease, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Jonas Valanciunas starting, you know what I'm saying, is not gonna be the best. I'm pretty sure Aaron Gordon's still hurt too, so that
Well,
doesn't help things. So
with the Rockets climbing up the ranks, they're bound to become that third seed and take the Nuggets third seed spot probably until Jokic comes back.
oh, 100%. 100%.
Probably. The Nuggets they play the Cavaliers tomorrow. They play the They play the Nets. The Nets the week after that, which is an easy win. Should not be hard to beat them without Michael Porter Jr. Uh, the Nuggets play the Sixers after that, which is a tough game. Then they play the Celtics, which they ain't gonna win that game without Jokic. I can already tell you right now, they're not beating us without Jokic. But we'll see what happens. Jokic is gonna be back in about 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So get their rest, big man. MVP check-in. Now we're checking on the MVPs, guys. We got the Shy Gilgis Alexander's leading the pack, of course, because he is the best player on the best team in the NBA. Not surprised. Behind him is Luka Doncic. He is the second MVP best odds. Uh, and then Cade Cunningham's number three. Number four is Jalen Brunson because of what the Knicks have been doing lately, which is a lot.
Mhm.
And then Victor Wembanyama is number five. And if you want to get to some long shots, Tyrese Maxey is number six. Jalen Brown's number seven. Anthony Edwards is number eight. Donovan Mitchell is number nine. And Steph Curry is number 10 on this ranking for the MVP. Is it probably going to be Shy again, bro?
No, I was gonna say Jalen Brown. I'm just
Well,
joking. No, I'm just joking. No, it's
bro,
definitely not gonna be Jalen Brown.
okay, okay. All right.
Don't start smiling like that. It's not gonna be Jalen Brown.
Is there anyone that's surprising you that could possibly surpass Shy? Luca,
um,
Cade, or Jalen Brunson, or Victor?
Definitely Victor Wembanyama if he can stay healthy, because he only has like 4 or 5 missed games that I saw. Pretty sure,
Yep.
so he can definitely come back and make a easy big hunt if he drops just a couple 40-point games. He is not. I don't know. These past couple weeks, he's been kind of docile. I don't know what's been going on. Um, so it's just, he's had a couple good games, but he hasn't been as consistent when it comes to like big games and then his normal games, as in just a 20 and 10 night. So we'll have to see what's going on, if he's going to go and shoot through the roof, or if he's just going to have a more lax time. I think with Shea being at that number one spot, it's gonna be hard because just like what you said, they do have the best team and the best player in the NBA right now. So like it's kind of hard to take that away unless they did go on a losing streak. You
Yeah.
know.
I like that a lot. I think he can definitely do it. He's plus 7,500 guys. So you put $10 on that, and he does win the MVP. That's $750. So it's good odds if you wanted to bet on the Spurs big man to win the MVP right now. So I would definitely look into that if you were a Spurs fan. And if you are a Knicks fan, you bet $10, you can win $550 on Jalen Brunson. If you're a Detroit Pistons fan, you bet $10 on Kate Cunningham, and he wins. You win $500. Um, and then Luca, you bet $10, you win $43 because he's close odds to win. And then Shai Gilgis, you bet $10, you don't win nothing because he's minus 426 to win. That's
You
not
probably
good.
gonna win that
He's probably,
mode.
probably gonna win. So maybe you wait till the Thunder start sliding, then you put money on him or something. But game one for tonight. This is tonight's January 1st, New Year's Day action. We got the Miami Heat plus 4.5 at the Pistons minus 4.5. Over unders 236.5. This is an old school Eastern Conference throwdown. What do you like about this game? The injuries, before we get into that, Tobias Harris, day to day with a hip, might not play. Karis LeVert is not going to play. For the Heat, Tyler Hero is still out. Larson, he's out. And then Fontecchio, the big small forward, he's out.
Mhm.
So with those injuries, do you like the Pistons to cover the 4.5? Do you like the over or the under? Where are you at?
Mm. I'm gonna go Heat. I'm gonna go Heat. I think this is going to be a close game. It's going to be a low scoring game. If you did not know, actually, Khalil Ware has the best 3-point percentage among centers in the NBA right now.
Oh,
So, Khalil Ware has been shooting and is really good defensively. Um, he's averaging one of the most rebounds in the NBA right now too. So I think Khalil Ware has been putting Miami on notice, um, and Detroit they kind of went on a losing streak there for a sec. So I'm gonna go the Heat. Think they're gonna pull this off at the Pistons on the road. I think they're gonna pull this one out.
I agree, man. That's our consistent bet. The Miami Heat plus 4.5. I like this Heat team. They are currently on a 3-game winning streak. They've been playing very well. Defense has been a really strong point for this team. A lot of teams don't score over 110 points on this team very often. This Detroit style basketball is perfect for this Miami Heat. They slow it down.
Mm.
They're going to be able to control the possessions and the pace of this game. So give me the Miami Heat plus 4.5 too, bro. I think this is too close lines. It's going to be a really tight game. I'm with you on that. Uh, game two, 76ers minus 2.5 at the Mavericks plus 2.5 over unders 229.5. I feel like this is a weird spot because
Yeah,
there has to be something. Someone's probably injured or something because I
yeah,
don't know why this is such a close line when the
yeah.
Mavericks are not as good as the Sixers right now. Let's
No,
check,
but Cooper Flagg's been going off, bro.
but let's check these injuries though. Everyone who's been out, everyone who's out for the Mavericks tonight have been out for this entire for a lot of the season. So it's Kyrie Irving's out,
Hmm.
Dante Exum's been out, Lively's been out. So everyone else is healthy. PJ Washington, Flag, Gafford, Chris. He's good too, bro. Christie, he's been a good. He's been really good. And then Nimhard, the Nimhard brother, the other one,
Yeah,
not the Pacers.
Brown.
Yeah, he's been doing good too. Uh, they are the healthy ones for this game, and they are all going to be starting. For the Sixers though, Embiid's day to day, so he might not play. Might, who knows? Watford is out, and Kelly Oubre is out. But so what do you think? What do you think about this game? What could happen?
This This is a rough game, honestly. I because I want to say the Mavs because they are at the Mavs and they're they've been playing really good basketball. Um, but I think this is going to be under on
Yeah.
the 229 on that. I don't think this is going to be a crazy scoring game by any means because it's going to be a lot of guard on guard ISO ball. If that makes
Mm.
any sense. So
No,
it's
for
going to be
sure.
a lot of chucking up threes, mid range shots. Um, it's going to be a battle between VJ and Cooper Flag because you got to think about it. They're the only two fighting for the Rookie of the Year. So um, I think with that being said, they're going to run majority of each of their offenses through the rookies, and it's going to be low scoring for that reason.
I'm with you, bro. Under 229 and a half. And I'll tell you my reasons why. Both teams are top 10 in 3-point defense. Okay.
Mm,
Also, both teams are bottom half in the league in field goal percentage. They are not making their shots at a good enough clip.
yeah.
So, any type of defense is going to result to missing shots. And I do think there's going to be a lot of empty possessions. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So I'm with you with that 100%. Even though I do like we both like the front court of
Mhm.
the Sixers. We love Edgecombe. We definitely are big fans of Edgecombe
Mhm.
on this show. And Maxi, that is one of our top
Yeah.
favorite front courts.
Yeah.
But this is a they have a lot of bigger guys on this Mavericks team. PJ Washington, he's a good defender. Okay, guarantee he's going to be tasked to guard one of these guys,
And if
as well
Joel
as
Embiid don't play, like that's like a
yeah,
big hole in the 76ers center spot.
true that. If Joel does not play, which is right now, it's likely he probably isn't going to play. That's a huge edge to this under. So I like that a lot. I think they're going to be it's going to be a really close game too, which is why this is at a minus 2.5 plus 2.5 because they think it's going to be really tight, and I think that sides with the under. So and this opened up on Vegas. It opened up at 230. It's already went down 1 point. So I think you might even see this get lower if you bet this later in the day. So yeah, give us the under 229.5 in
Mhm.
this Mavericks Sixers game. Game three for the show is Celtics. My Celtics.
Yeah.
Minus 9.5 at the lowly Kings. Plus 9.5. Over under 229.5. Let's get into these injuries before I tell you that we should definitely bet the Celtics to cover the spread. It it is Zach Levine is out. Zabonis still out for the Celtics. Chris Boucher or Boucher is day to day, and of course Tatum's out. So Boston's been starting Jalen Brown and of course Jordan Walsh, uh, Keta, Pritchard, and of course White. Those are our starters. The Kings starters are Precious Achua, Keegan Murray, Reynald. I don't even know who that guy is, and Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan. What do you see in this game? By non-biased, like I am, I need your opinion because I am biased, and I will take the Celtics minus 9.5. Do you think I'm crazy for it? Do you think it'll be a closer game?
No, I think the Kings are gonna blow out the Celtics.
What?
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
What? Oh
I
snap!
just want to see your reaction. No, yeah, I think it's Celtics all day. It makes me sick to say it, but yeah, it's the Celtics, man. It's the Celtics. They're gonna win this game. I won some money from Jalen Brown. I put some money on Jalen Brown. He's won me a couple dollars here and there. So I'm prize pick. So um, Definitely going with the Celtics. Very consistent score overall when it comes to getting to the basket, and he's just fast and strong. You know what I'm saying? And he has that threat of the three because he can shoot the three consistently. So he's a dangerous threat who could be the number one guy. So right now, I think he's definitely better than DeMar DeRozan when it comes to scoring output. So Derek White, they're probably gonna put on either Russell Westbrook or DeMar DeRozan because that's gonna just gonna be their offense, honestly. Um, but yeah,
What do you what do you think about this over under? You think it's gonna be a higher scoring game, a lower scoring game?
um, I'm going over. If
Over,
anything,
yeah, 220, over
if
229.
anything, I'm going over. Yeah, because I think both these teams are a drive and kick team, shoot the 3-pointer, or let Russell Westbrook or Jalen Brown ISO and dunk on somebody, or drive to the paint. So, or they're just going to kick it out for a three. So it's going to be a lot of transition threes, a lot of transition ball. This is going to be a lot of running. You know, both these teams have good paint scorers that can drive in the paint, so they're going to want to get up and down fast. For that reason, I think it's going to be over.
And that is our consensus bet for this game, over 229.5. Yes, I do like the Celtics to cover the spread. I do not like taking favorites over
Yeah.
7.5 points, really. I think anything more than 7.5 points is a little too much, even if it's my Celtics.
Yeah.
And the Kings, yeah, they're bad. Okay, but they still have enough guys here to really match the pace
Yeah.
of the Celtics, like the DeRozan. You have too many veterans who could do some things to us.
Yeah,
So
if you don't think that they're going to be trying to drive Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan into the paint for mid-range shots and then pass out to Keegan Murray for a kick-out three almost every other play, it's going to happen. I'm just letting you guys know it's going
yeah,
to
I
happen.
I personally am a Keegan Murray fan. Not this season, but the last season when they were in the playoffs, I made
Mhm.
some money off Keegan Murray. He's a baller, bro.
A 3 and D wing guy who's 6'8", who can
Yes,
play.
he's a beast, bro.
Who
So
I'm
I
like the Kings don't trade him like you've traded everything else in your franchise.
keep, keep him. Literally, trades a bonus, but keep him.
For real.
You can get a pretty penny for the bonus, probably.
No, for real. They should have been traded Sabonis,
Last year, yeah.
Levine. I don't even know
No,
why they got Levine or DeMar DeRozan.
man, after Zabonis went ghost in the playoffs, yeah, I would have traded his ass. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe two
Oh
years
yeah,
ago.
when they lost to the Warriors.
He was a no show.
Nah, for real, he was a no
He
show. I
got to
noticed that
go.
shit. That's why I don't ever take Sabonis. I'm taking
But
Chet over Sabonis
literally,
any
yeah,
day.
you were right. That yeah, we will recall that episode where I did trade Zabonis, and I am wrong because I remember that playoff series, and I was like, "You're the best player on this team. What are you doing, Demontis?"
No, for real, he really was. He was supposed to be the number one guy over even De'Aaron Fox at the time. Like
He was a guaranteed double double the entire season that year too, and then
almost
all of a
triple
sudden,
double shit.
yeah, bro, assists were
Almost.
crazy too.
Yeah, he was like 10, 10, and 5 or 20, 10, and 5.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, playoffs come, he ain't nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So I need to, yeah, I would get him the hell out of here against the Warriors, where you are the best big man on the court.
Nah,
Like,
for real.
I'm like, dude,
No,
you're
that
pissing me
bro,
off.
that series I remember Kevon Looney, he got like 20 rebounds.
Oh, come on, Looney. Oh my
I
god,
was like, fuck, bro. I was like,
Oh, bro, this guy
somebody
stinks.
need to go out there and rebound, man.
bro, I was floored because I had some money on the Kings to at least not win, but not to beat the Warriors, but to at least contend. But nah, bro, it was bad,
The boy
bad,
went out there
bad.
and got 20 rebounds on him. That's
Ruined
cold.
it.
Come on,
So
son.
yeah, we'll take the over 229.5. I feel like it'll be a faster paced game without Sabonis, actually, because he's not really a runner. up and down the court. He's more of a slow pace, old school
No, he
guy.
run weird. I feel like
Um,
he run like Shaq.
yeah, he's a big bro, big guy.
Yeah,
So I think without him, faster pace. You trusting more in Keegan Murray and the guys like that who are more athletic to run up the court. And the Celtics are shoot, run and gun. We are die by the three, live by the three, all that. So I see a lot of threes being shot
a lot of
by the
threes
Celtics.
being shots and a lot of transition ball for sure, man.
Yep,
Devonis, he runs slow, so he's just gonna be chucking it up the court.
exactly. Exactly. So give us the over 229 in that game. And that is our show for today. We'll go over a quick what we just talked about the games. Game one, Heat plus 4.5 at the Pistons minus 4.5 over under 236.5. We're going with the Miami Heat plus 4.5. Okay. We trust in them to do their defensive scheme and really make things tough on this on Kate Cunningham specifically.
Yeah.
The game two for the show is Sixers minus 2.5 at the Mavericks plus 2.5 over under 229.5 or the under 229.5. Both teams poor shooters. They're poor shooting teams. They will be missing a lot. I think this Mavs team is really bad offensively, and they're going to struggle. And they really do rely more on the defense. Jason Kidd, he was a great offensive player, but I think he's definitely focusing more on the defensive side this season. They are prone to the under more this season, so give us the under in this game. Game three, Celtics minus 9.5 at the Kings plus 9.5. Over unders 229.5. Our bet is the over 229.5. Run and gun, both sides. Let's go. A very high paced game. When you
Yeah,
have all these, you have a bunch of too many guards. There's too many damn guards in this game.
no,
It's way
a
too
lot of
many.
guards, man. A lot of guards. There's gonna be a lot of offensive play.
Really, the big men for both these teams are not used very
Yeah.
much. We have a rookie at center. He ain't getting used very much. Okay, we're not playing the game through him, and the Kings' best center is not playing, so they're not going to run the ball through him. So it's going to be all through the guards, shoot, shoot, shoot until you can't shoot no more. And
Somebody's getting dunked on.
yeah, yeah,
Somebody's getting dunked
no
on.
one's getting slammed on too because there's no big men down low.
I
There's
wish
no,
I wish there was a way you could put some money on that. I'll put some money on that. Somebody's gonna get bodied
no one's getting
tonight.
bodied, bro. And it probably going to be Jalen Brown bodying someone
Yeah.
because he's a bodyer. So, but that is our show for today. We will see y'all again. Happy New Year again to everyone. Just start it out right, guys. You know what I'm saying? Get on these games, get your bets in.
Mm.
Start the good luck for the year with betting on these picks. You know what I'm saying?
Also, start your New Year's off right by liking and subscribing and showing some love to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We on the way up. We on the come up. We growing. We moving. You know what I'm saying? Moving and grooving. So definitely come out here, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you watch. So yeah.
Yes, like, subscribe. Okay, this is only the beginning of our program. We are going to expand and do bigger and better things as the year goes on. We haven't even been doing this for a year yet, guys. We haven't even been doing this for a whole year, but we are already getting traction.
Hmm.
You'll see more from us very soon.
I gotta go
But
drink
good
some of
luck
that
with your
coconut
bet.
water, man.
Yeah. But thank y'all for tuning in. And good luck with your bets as always. Your boy Dre Rich, my boy Kobe, signing out. And peace.
Peace.